Gemini, hello and welcome to your general reading for the month of December 2024. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Coco, and before we get started, this is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one private reading. If that is something you are interested in, you can go down to the description box below and click the link to my website where you can book a private virtual reading with me if that is something you would like. However, because it is a general reading, that means that it may not resonate for everybody. If you feel like you're not connecting with the reading, if you feel like it doesn't speak to you, that's perfectly fine and normal. Not all readings can connect with everybody. So if that happens, just leave this reading behind and consider checking out the readings for your moon and rising zodiac signs. But if this reading does resonate for you, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, or just sharing with friends, family, and loved ones. Any support at all is so very much appreciated, so thank you in advance. First, I'm going to see what's coming into your life in December 2024. I'll see how your general energy is, how you're showing up, as well as any challenges, things you're being guided to work on, your strengths. We'll also see what energies you're moving away from, what energies you're moving into, and also the outcome at the end of December. Now, also, I'm pulling a card on a reason to celebrate. I feel like things in the world are really crazy right now. Tensions are high, pressure is high, and people are uncertain and scared, especially in the United States. So I just felt like I needed to pull a card that showed people that there was a reason to celebrate in their lives in December as we move into 2025. Now you have got the very first card of the deck and the very last card of the deck, which does tell me that you are entering a new phase of life. So you've got number 54, encouragement, and number 1, bone collector. Now, not only does this tell me that you are moving through phases at the moment, so you might be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of your old life and your new life, but I feel like its influence is going to be quite strong on you in your life in general. Now, the encouragement card is all about keep going, persevere, you can do it. You're having encouragement from the universe. So the universe is like giving you a little like push, giving you a little like, okay, you got this, don't worry. Like, you're not gonna fall when you step out of the nest. You know, when you step out of the nest, you're gonna fly. You're gonna fly. Just keep trying, keep doing it, keep going. You're doing well. And it's just encouragement that you're moving in the right direction. Now, you've also got bone collector, which tells me that this is a time of your life in December where there is trauma, or there are habits, behaviors, things from your past that maybe are making themselves known to you. And the bone collector shows up when we feel unsafe, when we feel like we are having to rifle through unsafe feelings and unsafe people, experiences that made us feel unsafe, and experiences that impacted our lives negatively or positively, but most of the time in some kind of really traumatic way. The bone collector here signifies that your wounds are going to be on display in December, or they're going to come out in some way. And the bone collector wants to tell you that you are worthy of all the good things in your life, and that anything that has made you feel undeserving, that you don't belong in this world, that you don't have intelligence or wit or beauty or any of these things that we are told sometimes when we grow up. The bone collector is like holding all of that for you. She's holding all of those qualities that you have kind of suppressed and that you've been forced to suppress because of your conditioning. So it's like she's here handing everything back to you, saying like, these are all the things that you relinquished as a child or as a teenager, as a young adult. This is your power that you relinquished because these people put you down, or because, you know, you weren't raised in a safe environment. And she's handing them back to you. And that's even more encouragement. I'm getting confirmation on this. That's really nice. So you are being encouraged by your guides, so your spirit guides, but I really get that you have ancestors on the other side who have passed on, who are really encouraging you to keep going, to keep motivated, and to work on any toxic behaviors or patterns of thinking that keep you down from your childhood. And they want you to know that you are not the sum of those things, that those things don't define you. What's also coming through is you might meet somebody in December 2024. I'm actually getting that you already know somebody, but you might meet somebody new or reunite with somebody in December who takes on this role in your life of helping you parse through some trauma, helping you get back in touch with that part of yourself or parts of yourself that you have kind of suppressed in order to make yourself more palatable to people or more like quote unquote normal. That's coming through. I really feel like it's you going on the right path, you going in the right direction of things, and it's all amidst like a big new phase. So let's see what else is coming through in the reading. This is the part of the reading where I'm going to pull all of your cards at once, so if you don't like to stick around for this, you can always skip over. It shouldn't take more than 2 minutes. However, if you like the sound of shuffling cards, then go ahead and stick around. Okay, Gemini, I am going to clarify with a different deck as we move through the reading and as I feel the need to throughout it. So you are showing up 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is somebody who is really emotionally fulfilled. So in the month of December, it does feel like you are moving from an energy of stagnancy, perhaps kind of holding on to things that you're just comfortable with just for the sake of being comfortable, and you're actually moving into a bigger space, intellectually speaking. You're kind of opening yourself up to new opportunities, new ways of thinking. You're thinking about the things that you can usher into your life in 2025, setting new goals and things for yourself. I do feel like you are in the midst of a big step into a different phase. So like I said with these 2 cards, it definitely feels like you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're 1 foot in your old life and you're 1 foot in your new life. And I feel like in December is when it's going to really have you step into the new. Now you're showing up 9 of Cups, and that means that you are emotionally fulfilled at this moment in December. You feel good, you feel happy, you feel like you have everything you need in life for the most part. But this is somebody who sits a bit on the things that they have. And you do have the 4 of Pentacles here, which tells me that you are a bit stubborn when it comes to not change, but when it comes to working really hard on the things that you have in your life and bringing them into your life. And then when the universe is like, oh, it's time for a little switch up, like now you're going to have to move into something different, I feel like it kind of freaks you out. you have the Seven of Cups here as your challenge. It's like the uncertainty that freaks you out, kind of. And it's the uncertainty, I think, emotionally speaking, of where you're going. But I think it's also big in financially speaking. And I feel like that's totally understandable, especially where the world is today. Nobody really wants to be so unsure of their finances and their career. And I feel like that's it for you. That's kind of the crux of it. Like, you enjoy comfort and security wherever you're at, in a certain job, in your home, in your family, wherever it may be. It's like you enjoy some kind of sense of power and security and fulfillment. Like, you feel safe there. And whatever this change is coming about, whatever this transformation or whatever this new part of your life is, you're like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's going to bring me joy. I don't know if it's good for me. I don't know if I should do it. I don't know. And you might be a little bit in your head about it, feeling a little bit like back and forth. And so that's what you're going to be kind of battling in December. But it's coming in anyway. Because you got the Fool card here with the Two of Wands and the energies you're moving towards. That means it's coming. The new is coming. So you can't avoid it. And it's going to make you happy. It's going to expand your life. It's going to make you feel good. And don't be afraid to, take that next step. Because what you have to work on here is the 10 and 8 of Swords. This tells me that you kind of keep yourself in a mindset. And the 8 of Swords is somebody who traps themselves in a negative mindset, a negative pattern of thinking. And I'm getting particularly that it's about your abilities. Like, oh, no, I can't do that. I won't be good at it. Or no. Where I'm at right now, it's safe, it's stable, and I'm not sure if I can succeed. I'm not sure if I'm capable, if I'm able to succeed in this new life or in this new position, whatever it may be. I feel like you keep yourself down in that way. You keep yourself trapped, and it's exhausting. It's an exhausting way of thinking. It doesn't help you. It actually hinders you. But I feel like you do it to keep yourself safe and to keep your finances safe, to keep your emotions safe, like to guard your heart. And that's very understandable. Your strengths, however, are the 6 of Pentacles. You're good financially. Like, you've got the 4 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. I really feel like financially you're okay. Right now, you're able to find a nice balance in your finances, in your work-life balance. There's also the chance that you are somebody who is like receiving help financially. So maybe you are living at home and, your parents are helping you out in that sense. And I feel like you're moving away from that part of your life. I feel like you're moving into a part of your life where you're going to make more money. But this 4 of Pentacles does typically have a scarcity mindset. And I really feel like that's connected to the 8 of Swords here. You might have a scarcity way of thinking. And by that, I mean, when you look around, it's kind of a glass half empty. You're kind of like, oh, I really hate where I live. Oh my God, I hate my landlord. It's too small. It's in a noisy place. I can't stand it. And instead of thinking about things in a way that's constructive and then taking the actions to kind of change your world, it's like you get kind of stuck in that pattern of thinking. But then nothing kind of comes of it because you don't do the doing part. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. I don't mean have toxic positivity and convince yourself, that your situation is not what it is. That's not what I mean at all. And I don't support that. I actually hate when people do that. I've always hated when people say that to me. They're just like, be grateful for what you have. And I'm like, well, I feel like I don't have too fucking much right now, And that's perfectly okay. You don't have to gaslight yourself into feeling a different way. It's actually more about having gratitude for the things that you do have. You can say, wow, I hate where I live. It's so noisy. But you can also say, I'm so grateful for my partner who lives with me, who, goes through it with me in this little apartment we have and who also hates the noise. I'm so grateful to have them in my life. I'm so grateful that they can also share these feelings with me and that we can like complain together. It's seeing things from a different perspective in that kind of way. And that's how people think when they come from an abundance mindset. Something that helped me really change my mindset, because I'm naturally inclined towards this way of thinking as well, was just journaling at the end of the day, 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I would say the same thing every day. Literally, I'd be like my dog, my friends, and my sisters. I'd say the same thing. But even though I would say the same thing, it helped me immensely, and I can't even explain it. There's some ways that you can change that mindset, and I feel like you are leading yourself into a place where your mindset does change. 2 of Wands here. The space you're moving into is much more expansive. You have options. You feel like there's a new path you can go down, and it's exciting. It's exciting, and the Fool is Gemini energy. This is somebody doing something just because they love it, just because they want to, and I really feel like you need to allow yourself to do that. Okay, Gemini, I am going to clarify the 6 of Pentacles just because I want a little bit more context on that. Yeah, Ace of Wands, 6 of Swords. You got 2 6s here. This transition, the strength here is in the transition that you're in because it lets you tap into your creative energy more. I feel like you tap into a part of yourself that's more high energy, more childlike, I'm getting. It lets you tap into that childlike part of yourself. Maybe you are working with children and you're like transitioning into working with children because it makes you happy. Maybe you're transitioning into working with like animals because it makes you happy. The 6 of Swords is a nice energy where it's like, okay, I'm moving into something calmer that brings me joy, that makes me happy, that doesn't cause drama. That doesn't cause drama in my life. So that's your strength right now. And your reason to celebrate is the Magician. The Magician means that the world is at your fingertips. And with the Fool card here, the Fool is the very beginning of the major arcana, the Fool's journey. It's the very beginning. The Magician is number 1, so it goes 0, 1. So it's like you are on this next step. You're coming into this next step, and the reason to celebrate is because you have so many options. You have so much potential right now, and your guides really want you to celebrate that. They want you to feel happy in that, to rejoice in that. Things aren't fixed for you, really, and I feel like Geminis don't like when things are fixed. So I want you to know that things are not fixed for you. You're not rooted down. They're giving me the example of like nailed down. You don't like to be nailed down. Like you don't like when things are just, you wake up, you do this, you do that, you go to bed. You wake up, you do this, you do that, you go to bed. You need some kind of change. Like you need some kind of interesting vibes in your life. And I feel like that's what this transition is also bringing in. It's going to bring in more of that interest, more of that higher energy, more of that change where not every single day is going to be the exact same as before. I do also want to say your creativity is really on display in December. If you're a singer, songwriter, artist, anything of the sort, your creativity is on display and you're feeling like you can tap really easily into that creativity and into your own little world that you have inside of you and inside of your head. Your outcome at the end of December, you have got the 5 of Swords, King of Swords, and the Moon card. You'll be experiencing some fear in this new transition at the end of December, and I feel like this is about facing your fears and facing the, once again, negative ways of thinking, toxic patterns that you have of behavior, of thinking, of communication styles, whatever it may be. These things that are keeping you bound, they are not letting you move forward. Your ego here is going to be like really trying to fight you on this transition because it's going to be trying to self-sabotage you because this is what it knows. It knows these toxic behaviors and ways of thinking. It knows how to keep you down, to keep you safe. It knows how to do that because our egos keep us safe. And this Five of Swords is like, yeah, just going to try to keep you safe. Just self-sabotage in a way where you don't really let yourself become the best version of yourself, the most mature version of yourself. However, I feel like you're going to push through these fears because you've got the King of Swords. And I did clarify before on these two cards, and they both represent you, and this represents the future you. I feel like you're not going to let the Five of Swords, these self-sabotaging behaviors, get in your way anymore. I really don't. And the moon here does represent fears, those emotional fears in our hearts, in our psyches, like deep rooted in our psyches. You got to do some deep digging in December to get rid of those so that you can move forward unhindered. Because whatever's here for you in the future, it's nice. And this is the most mature version of you. The King of Swords is an air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This represents you and who you're going to be. If transitions were easy, we would all be the most ascended versions of ourselves. Like, it's never that easy, and I don't want to make it feel like it should be that easy. It's not. Stepping into a new chapter is not simple. It's not straightforward. And it's messy. It can be messy. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be straightforward. You do it however you feel like you want to do it. You will realize that you deserve better. That you deserve better things to come. And I'm getting confirmation on it. All right, so let's go ahead and pull an Archangel Animal Oracle card to see which animal guides are guiding you through December. Wow, yeah, you've got Butterfly, which tells us that you're going to transform and you're going through transformation. And you've also got Swan. If you are somebody who works with archangels, the Archangel Preminilek works with Butterfly. And the short message is, be ready to transform with wisdom. When you receive the Butterfly card, you are advised that it is time for profound transformation. You are ready to emerge from your cocoon. Do not rush this. You need a phase of relaxation and calm before you spread your wings. Use this period for a life review to help you decide what you want to change, and remember that the process is inevitable. You will emerge as a different and spiritual person. See the world through eyes of expectation and do everything with a new joy and lightness. Stay in harmony and peace. Remember, you are a beloved child of the universe and that wondrous possibilities are becoming available to you. You will be protected and supported as you explore the new. People will see or sense your inner beauty and respond to you with love and happiness. Swan's short message is demonstrate grace and majesty. And swans work with Archangel Bokpi, which is the archangel of all birds. Your guidance from this card is to develop your regal qualities. That's too funny. I was just thinking about how the color purple is attached to regality and how it's attached to royalty. That is too funny. Okay, let me continue. Believe in yourself. Know you are special and beautiful. Trust your inner self and be confident. Act with calm, peace, and grace at all times. Even though your thoughts may be working overtime, maintain a relaxed and serene exterior, and this will bring you to equilibrium. Be charming and pleasant, and at the same time, expect people to honor you and treat you with respect. If anyone oversteps the mark with you, make it perfectly clear that this is unacceptable and you are prepared to take action if necessary. You will act as an energetic pool of peace, and this will soothe and calm everyone around you. Your pure light will then facilitate good relationships and better decisions as you are acting from wisdom and true power. I love those messages for you, Gemini. I really do. And last but not least, we are going to pull a Wisdom of Tao oracle card to see any additional advice, messages that are for you. All right, you have got 4 cards. I swear to God, these cards in all of the readings for December, they are giving me like 3 or 4 cards at a time. And I'm like, oh my God, why so many? But you know, I'm gonna take them. So, all right, let's move through it. The first card you have is Earn It, with Confucius represented right here. The message is, abandon your ego and work towards your goal one step at a time. Education, virtue, and diligence allow a soul's inner wisdom to manifest itself. There is no shortcut. You must earn it. The second card you've got, it's Guan Yin. All is well. Guan Yin goddess brings you enlightenment and impregnable protection. She fills her vase with your fears and worries and releases them to the ocean. All is well. Your third card is You Can Make a Difference. Yeah, I feel like these are really encouraging. Again, with these cards as well, it's like your guides and the angels are like just encouraging you. They feel like they're supporting you and helping you move through this with positivity and love for yourself. This card's message is, do not just go with the flow. Insert yourself into the situation to make a positive impact. You have the knowledge and ability to turn things around. Believe and inspire others to believe. Your decisive influence will change the outcome. That's so empowering. Oh my God, I love these cards that came out for you. Okay, the last card is Trust Your Destiny. Your soulmate could be as close to you as being by your side or as far as somewhere on a distant path. Trust in your ultimate destiny to find each other and encourage your heart to complete its quest. It is within your reach now. Oh, so there's people around you, or there's people coming into your life. There's people who are out there who are your soulmates and who, you know, you're going to eventually come into contact with, but it's all about trusting your path and trusting your destiny. My guides are pointing back to the All Is Well card, the Guan Yin card. They want me to tell you that it's actually will be helpful for you to, when you meditate or even when you lie down to go to bed, putting all your fears and worries into a little vase in your head. So like placing all of your fears, everything that you worry about, everything that you stress about into a little vase, giving it to Guan Yin, or giving it to an angel or whoever it may be, even an ancestor who has passed on, giving it to them. And then watching them as they pour everything in the vase into a little river that flows downstream. And that's just taking all your fears and worries away. Okay, and they're sending me extra confirmation on this. So they really want you to try this. So, okay, Gemini. So that is all I have for you for December 2024. I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful December. I will see you in 2025. I can't believe I'm saying that. And do keep up on the readings that I will put out in December, because I'm going to put out a reading for 2025 predictions. So I'll see you for that one.